Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the beautiful Constellation Theater on board the Regent 7 Seas Mariner. My name is Alberto Sanchez and I hail from Brooklyn, New York. And New Yorkers out there? All right. Hey, tonight everybody's from Brooklyn, all right? And we have a very unusual way of saying hello. We don't actually answer the question. We say, how you doing? And you say, how you doing? So let's try that, right? How you doing? All right, that's good. That warms my heart. You see, opera can be fun. It's not boring. It'll make you guys laugh tonight. We're going to have a good time. This is a very special tribute to three of my favorite tenors of all time. Plácido Domingo. Come on, clap. Let's get excited. Mario Lanza. And il maestro, Luciano Pavarotti. Huh? Now, of course, I began with a Plácido Domingo classic, Granada, written by Agustin Lara. Now, a lot of people think Plácido Domingo was from Mexico City. He actually was born in Madrid, Spain. About the age of 8, he moved with his family to Mexico City, and they ran the Zarzuela Opera Company. Now, he grew up around singing all his life, but he studied at the Conservatory of Music in Mexico City. But he studied piano and conducting, not voice, believe it? And years later, as a teenager, he said, hey, let me try out for the National Opera Company of Mexico City. And he got accepted, but under one condition, that he changed from being a baritone to a tenor. And he became one of the greatest dramatic tenors of all time. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot about opera, there's about 5 different types of tenors. You've got a comprimario tenor, who's a character tenor, a lyric tenor who sings Mozart, a spinto, semi-quasi-dramatic tenor who does Verdi, like Traviata, and then you have a dramatic tenor who does Hernani and Turandot. And then, of course, the last tenor who sings louder than God, which is the Wagnerian tenor. And Plácido Domingo was one of the greatest dramatic tenors, is one of the greatest dramatic tenors in my opinion. Now, this next song has a very dear meaning to me because it's in that zarzuela style, but my father always sang this song to my mother, and it's entitled Bésame Mucho. Hit it. sipping. I'm a little dried up today, so I'm going to do a lot of this, so I apologize ahead of time. Now, this next tenor is absolutely one of my favorite tenors because he was an American tenor. And during the 1950s, all the greatest tenors were coming from Europe. Now, Mario Lanza was one of the most unique American tenors because not only was he an opera singer, he sang in movies, he acted in movies actually, and sang. He was on television, and he sang on the radio. He had quite a few radio hits. Now, Mario Lanza radio hit songs were some of my favorite songs. Now tonight I'm going to sing 4 of his biggest radio hits. Now, before I tell you about the songs I'm going to sing now, did you know that Mario Lanza's real name was not Mario Lanza? Did you know that? No. All right, I'm going to tell you the story now. Pay attention. Now, when he went to Hollywood, the movie execs said, "Hey kid, you got to change your name. It's not masculine enough. Alfredo Arnold Cocozza is not masculine enough." That was his name. Now, being the Philadelphia city wise guy kid that he was, he says, all right, it's not masculine enough. All right, I'll give you a new name. So he took his mother's name, Maria Lanza, changed it to Mario, and there you go. Isn't that a great little story? So that's how he got his name. Guess he showed them, gave him a feminine name. So, these next 4 songs, the first 3 are going to be in a medley, and they were big radio hits, and I'm sure they're going to put smiles on your face, and I hope they bring back fond memories. Ladies and gentlemen, my tribute to Mario Lanza.
Such as ours
All right. Any bells got rung? Bring back any good memories? Come on. All right. Hey, there you go. Now, I'm so excited. I always get excited when people know who Mario Lanza was because a lot of people, especially the younger crowd, I had a kid come up to me. Was this Mario Lanza guy? Was he a second baseman for the Yankees or something? So please keep Mario Lanza alive in your kid's life because he was an important American tenor, and I always just stress that. You know, Mario Lanza was like a brother that I always wanted. You know, we had a lot in common. You know, he was a tenor. I was a tenor. He was from a big city, Philly. I'm from a big city, Brooklyn. Big family. I'm from a big family. Catholic family. Catholic family. He was rich and famous. I don't want to talk about that one right now. I'm still working on that. But I'm taking donations at the end of the show. So maybe you can help me out. This next Mario Lanza song, I absolutely adore. He saw a musical on Broadway, and then he had to do his own version of this song. Now, the musical was called Carousel. Everybody know that musical? Yes. By Rodgers and Hammerstein, right? My absolute favorite production of this musical is the 1955 Shirley Jones and Gordon McCree movie. You know this movie? Did you know, I'm going to give you some little trivia here. Did you know that Frank Sinatra originally was supposed to sing that role? Yeah, he was. Look it up. Google it. What happened, he was dating Ava Gardner. And Ava Gardner said to him, why are you doing this dumb musical? It's not going to do anything for your career. I'm going to the Oscars. Either you come with me to the Oscars or you lose me over a musical. So he quit the musical. This is a true story. And in stepped Gordon McCree. And to me, Gordon McCree did the best Billy Bigelow I've ever seen in my life. Don't you agree? Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to sing from that musical, If I Loved You. Fellas.
Time again I would try to say, oh,
Frank Sinatra really screwed up not being in that musical, huh? All right. Little water break. Once again, I apologize. A little bit under the weather. It happens. Enjoy your day in Cozumel today? Yeah? All right. I think people are still out there enjoying that day. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. So, I'm coming to my final tenor. El tenore finale. Now, Luciano Pavarotti, il maestro, one of the greatest tenors of all time. In fact, when he made his La Scala debut at the age of 24, I could be wrong, I think it's 22 or 24, they said God had kissed his voice. Isn't that a perfect description of a great tenor, right? They've also written about Luciano Pavarotti that he has one of the most distinctive timbres in sound. Like, most people who don't even follow opera can recognize his voice. Don't you think you could recognize his voice? Yes. Beautiful voice. Now, I'm going to sing 4 of his biggest songs, arias, sacred songs, affiliated with his repertoire. The first one I'm going to sing is from a very, very, very famous opera entitled Rigoletto. You know this opera? Right, he played the role of the Duke. He played a lady killer. He played a gigolo in tights. Not very convincing, but he could sing that role. Now, this particular aria, oh, by the way, Rigoletto, we all know who wrote this, right? Giuseppe Verdi. Translation, Joe Green. Okay, at least some of you are awake out there, right? Nudge the other guy next to you. So, Verdi, when he wrote this opera, he was so nervous that people would steal his ideas. This particular aria wasn't put into the opera until literally 3 or 4 days before the debut, because he didn't want anyone to steal this melody. And when you hear this melody, you know why. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rigoletto. That one, right? Yeah, it's probably one of the most overused operatic melodies on the planet. They sell potato chips, ice cream, and everything. Now, before I move on, I want to tell you, I've told you a little bit about all these tenors that I've sang about. I want to tell you a little bit about Luciano Pavarotti. Now, he was born in a town called Modena, Italy. That's where they make the Ferraris. But he didn't own a Ferrari. He was very poor. His father was a baker. His mother worked in a cigar factory. He had 4 siblings. They lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, very humble. Now, the one thing they had was the church all the time, the Catholic church. And his father was the lead tenor in the Catholic church. And that's how Pavarotti learned to sing music. In fact, did you know that Luciano Pavarotti did not read a lick of music? It's true. He learned everything from ear and from his father. And his father was a great tenor, believe it or not. Now, he didn't want to be an opera singer, actually. In fact, he wanted to be a professional soccer player. He wanted to be a goaltender. Really. Look it up. Now, fortunately for us, he didn't become a soccer player. He became one of the greatest tenor voices on the planet. Now, this next song brings back great memories for me, too, because I was a Catholic boy. You know, and I sang in the choir. I played trumpet, too. And this song, Pavarotti sang a lot, and I sang a lot as a child. And I'm going to have the band take a break, and I'll have Dmitro. Dmitro, where are you from? Ukraine. He's from Ukraine. Let's hear from Dmitro from Ukraine. Come on. He's going to accompany on this piece, and once again, you will automatically recognize this song. In the church, you know, I said I was a choir boy, I was an altar boy, I've been a toy boy, but that's another story. All right, this next song, you're definitely going to recognize. Now, Pavarotti got a lot of criticism because during the early 90s, people accused him of commercializing opera. But in the 90s, the classics were having a tough time. People weren't going to operas or orchestras or ballet. So he kind of commercialized it, in a sense, to bring it to the forefront so it was accessible to everybody, not just the elite. So in 1990, he sang in a real big event. And this song immediately became a affiliated with him. It was the 1990 World Cup. Can anyone tell me what aria he sang at the end of that? Nessun dorma, right. Ding, 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 you win a prize. Free drinks on me tonight. That's a bad joke, right? All right, I'll leave you water in your room. Anyway, you know, he was a brilliant man because he realized that opera attendance was falling and the people that were supporting it were dying, so he needed to bring it to a new audience. So he did duets with, he sang duets with commercial artists like Bono, Sarah Brightman, and he really helped breathe new life into opera. Now, it was genius of him to select this song from Turandot. It's written by Puccini. And it was a perfect song to be sung at the World Cup, because at the end of this aria, the prince is singing, Vincero, vincero, victory, victory. And that's what the World Cup's all about, victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to still give the band a break here. From the opera, Turandot, Nessun dorma. Sorry, bad joke. I can't help it, I'm New Yorker. Hey, you know, that's like, that's if you want to be a tenor in life, you have to sing that aria. And no matter what tenor is on stage, they always have to sing that aria. But it's a beautiful aria, and it's just so reminiscent of Pavarotti's gift and what he did for opera. Now, when you leave here tonight, I want you all to make a vow to go see a show, go see an orchestra, a quartet, a ballet, an opera. Support the arts. They're dying, okay? Please support the arts. You don't see acts like mine or orchestras anymore. I love commercial music. I love rap. I like all that stuff. But let's keep the arts alive. So I always get on my little soapbox and say, go see a ballet, go see an opera, go see a museum exhibit. It's important that we keep this in our lives. It keeps us human. Well, I want to take this opportunity right now to thank a few people before I sing my last song. I want to thank The stage manager, John, he's phenomenal. He's in the back, and he's working hard. Clap. I want to thank this wonderful Regent Orchestra under the direction of Ian. Come on, guys, stand up. Let's hear it. Come on, guys. I'm going to get like 20 minutes to rehearse with them. They sound great. And the crew backstage that you don't see, and I forgot their names, I apologize, but they're a very vital part to what everyone does on this ship. I want to thank Lorraine for her hospitality. So, it's been a pleasure entertaining you tonight. This last song, Neapolitan song, is very much affiliated with Luciano Pavarotti. It was such a big hit in the 60s that 50s, I'm sorry, an American rock and roll singer did an American version of this Neapolitan song. Can anyone tell me? The rock and roll singer was, thank you very much. Do you know what the song was? It's Now or Never. And it's O Solo Mio in Italian, so I'm going to sing that song. A lot of people don't know that little tribute, but now you do. So if you see my show next time, don't yell out answers, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, O Sole Mio.